I would like to begin today's episode with a question. Not a question for the mind, but one for the body. So take a slow breath. And before you answer, notice what happens inside you. The question is this: what does safety feel like? What does safety feel like for you? And I'm not asking, what do you think safety is, or when do you finally hope you feel safe? But right now, can your body recognize safety? If your first response is, I don't know, I want you to know one thing. That is not a failure. That is information. And perhaps that's exactly why we're here today. Because I think many of us have spent our entire lives searching for safety without ever being introduced to what it actually feels like. So, grab your journal, grab a cup of tea or coffee, and come join me as we learn how to teach the body what the soul already knows. Because today, we're not going to talk about safety. We're going to begin remembering it. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, lovelies. Hello, and welcome back to the Sovereign Goddess podcast. So, we are continuing our journey with the nervous system series, and this series is to really help us to learn more about this amazing network that is helping us create our lives, basically. And so, like in the past episode I've been mentioning now, almost like seeding. I mean, you can talk about the nervous system without mentioning safety. And today I want to focus on that, just that, and really talk about, well, what does safety mean? There's a reason why I asked you that at the beginning of the episode, so that you can start to feel into that. Let your body give you the answer. Because I feel like we, as a society, we have a picture, or we've been shown a picture of what safety should be, feel. But what is safety to you? I think one of the greatest misunderstandings when it comes to healing is that we believe that we're trying to become less anxious, less stressed, less reactive, less overwhelmed. But I don't think that's actually what we're searching for. I think we're searching for something much deeper. We're searching for an experience, an experience our bodies can finally trust, and that's safety. And I'm not talking about intellectual safety, right? Or logical safety. I'm talking about felt safety. The kind of safety that is like you've embodied. It doesn't matter what goes on outside of you. You're not shaken by it because your core feels that it's anchored within you. Here's something I want you to remember. Your nervous system doesn't speak English. hmm I mean, hopefully by now you understand that. Our nervous system, it doesn't speak a language like English or French or Spanish. It doesn't even understand affirmations. It doesn't understand your vision boards, my vision board. You know, it understands experience. Our nervous system is all about, what are you doing? What have you been doing over and over and over? That's what it's looking for, experiences. So it always asks one question: And they ask this question like 1,000 times a day. And that is, am I safe? Am I safe? That's what your nervous system asks every day, 1,000 times a day. Because we know now that the main focus, the main purpose of your nervous system is to what? Is to protect you, is to keep you safe. That is the main focus. It's not worried about how or when or any of that. It's just asking the question, are you safe today? Are we safe today? Can we just sit with that for a moment? Your body has been asking over and over through your day, through everything that you're doing, am I safe? Thousands of times every single day. Our nervous system, our bodies is devoted to keeping us alive. It is devoted to keeping us alive. Let that settle. Many of us confuse safety with certainty. We think, I'll feel safe when, and fill in the blank, whether it's when the relationship is secure, when I have more money, when my child is okay, when everyone approves of me, when there's no conflict, right? There's always something. But life was never designed to offer certainty. We will spend our whole lives waiting. Instead, I want to offer another possibility. Safety is not the absence of uncertainty. Safety is your ability to remain connected to yourself while uncertainty is present. Safety is the ability to remain connected to yourself while uncertainty is present. That's freedom. Hmm. Can I tell you something that surprised me about safety? Real safety. It's almost boring. It's not fireworks, it's not excitement, it's not intensity. It's breathing without noticing. Is relaxing the muscles in your body, relaxing your jaw, feeling your shoulders drop, laughing without scanning the room, being quiet without feeling guilty, receiving a compliment without arguing it, resting without needing to earn it, being loved without wondering when it will disappear. Safety often feels like an exhale. Take one right now. Inhale and exhale. The power of our breath. Did you notice even that tiny breath is your body practicing safety? Just that exhale we just did. That's our bodies experiencing safety. Hmm. And here's something that changes everything. Sometimes people tell me, I don't think I know how to feel safe. And I get it. I understand because if you've lived in survival, which I have, this is something I've said too. If you've lived in survival, your nervous system learned that vigilance equals protection. Remember, purpose, the number one purpose, the one and only purpose of your nervous system is to make sure that you're safe, is to protect you. If we've lived in survival, then our nervous system learned that vigilance equals protection, which means peace feels unfamiliar. And unfortunately, the nervous system often labels unfamiliar as unsafe. So suddenly, rest feels uncomfortable. Healthy love feels suspicious. Silence feels loud. Support feels overwhelming. Receiving feels vulnerable. And this is not because those things are dangerous, but it's because they're new to your nervous system. That realization alone can completely change the way you relate to yourself. Take a deep breath in with me. Because then how if your nervous system is not used to that which you're seeking, and whether it is safety or peace or joy, if your nervous is not familiar with it and is fighting it, then what do? I'm going to introduce a concept to you called borrowing safety. Yes, borrowing safety. So maybe today you can't generate safety from inside yourself, and that's okay. Let's borrow it. Borrow it from the warmth of the mug between your hands. Borrow it from your favorite blanket. Now you understand some kids having their safety blankets, right? Yes, adults can have it too. Okay. Borrow it from your dog's sleepy breathing. Borrow it from the sound of rain. Who loves that one? That's one of my favorites. Borrow it from the tree outside of your window. Another favorite. Borrow it from someone whose nervous system helps you settle. This one, especially, you can see this between kids and parents. Kids borrow our nervous system all the time. This is why when a parent is anxious, stressed out, the kid tends to act out, feel the same thing. We tend to use our words to say, calm down. That doesn't mean anything to the kid's nervous system. They need to borrow your nervous system. So that means that you need to regulate yourself first. You need to take some deep breaths in. And then guess what happens? Your child responds to that. They borrow our nervous systems a lot of times. When you understand this concept, you can apply it to yourself, but now hopefully you can see how it relates to even, you and your child. So borrow it from the rhythm of your own breath. This is why in all of the podcasts, I bring you through some kind of meditation activation so you can use your breath to reconnect and remember. You know what? Borrow it from this moment. Here's the thing. Your nervous system is not looking for perfection. It simply needs another experience that whispers, you are okay. That's it. That's all it needs. An experience that says, you are okay. So by watching the rain fall through your window, if that tells your nervous system you are okay, that's it. By watching the wind dance with the leaves of that tree, if that settles your nervous system, that's safety. let me share an analogy story. So imagine trying to teach a child to swim. So my son has been learning how to swim. You wouldn't just throw them into the deep end and say, trust the water. Would you? No, you wouldn't. You would let them sit at the edge. You would let them feel the water. Perhaps you will splash them. You will laugh with them as you're splashing them. You would allow them to touch the water. And then you do it over and over. You return tomorrow, the next day. And then one day, their body knows something their mind could never have taught them. I can float. That's the healing, not forcing, but remembering, creating the space so that that remembering can happen. I just witnessed my son move through this as he just finally figured out how to float. And even that, like watching him learn how to ride a bike, he went from using what do you call those tires that help you, trainer tires, something like that. I don't know. It's escaping me, but he went from using that to all of a sudden removing it and then moving through the whole anxiety that I'm gonna fall and I remember I was telling him I was like, yeah, you're gonna wobble, you're gonna feel like, oh, this is not safe, but you have to. I have this thing with him where I call it I use the butterfly. So I was like, you have to move through the nervous butterfly, and as you move through that butterfly, a new butterfly shows up, and that's courage. I spoke to him about feeling, or feeling that uncertainty. I don't have these two tires stabilizing me anymore. I have to figure it out, and that doesn't feel safe in my body because I might fall. And I was like, yeah, you might fall, and actually you will feel the wiggle, you will feel wobbly, but find your flow in that. And I'm telling you, like watching him move through that. I remember he saw me, he's like, Mommy, I found my flow. I did it. I was wobbly, but I found it. And it was like the greatest joy ever, right? Because it goes beyond just seeing him ride his bike. It's really watching him move through the fear, move through the uncertainty, moving through the wobble and finding his flow through that. That's the magic. That's the magic of our nervous system. And now the more he does it, it just gets better and better and better. The body remembers. It's like, oh yeah, we got this. Oh, there's a wobble. We got this. We've done it before, right? Okay. Close your eyes. Let's bless our nervous system. Take a deep breath in. Feel the chair supporting you. Notice you're not holding yourself up. The chair is. Now feel your feet and notice the earth is already holding you. And now listen. Maybe you hear a fan, birds, maybe a silence, your own breathing. Now ask your body, can I borrow safety from this moment? Can I borrow safety from this moment? And pause and listen. How does your body answer? And now ask, What is one thing in my life that already makes my body soften? What is one thing in my life that already makes my body soften? Don't try to force the answer. Just simply notice what comes through. It might be a person, a place, music, nature, perhaps prayer, tea, a blanket, a memory. Perhaps it's your pet companion, or the tree outside of your house, or the sun, the warmth of the sun. Let your body rest there for just a second, for just a moment. Because this, right here, is how safety grows. Let's close together with a prayer. Connect with your breath, breathing in and out. Go ahead and place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. And feel your body beneath your hands. Feel your breath moving through you. And simply receive these words. Divine love, thank you for the beautiful wisdom woven into our bodies. Thank you for the nervous system that has quietly worked every moment of our lives, protecting us, guiding us, doing the very best it could with what it knew. And today we release the belief that we must earn safety. We release the belief that peace must wait until everything is perfect. We release the belief that our bodies are working against us. Instead, may we begin to see our nervous systems with compassion. May we meet ourselves with gentleness instead of judgment. May every breath remind us that we are already being held. Teach our bodies what safety feels like. not all at once, but one gentle moment at a time, one soft breath, one honest conversation, one loving boundary, one quiet morning, one act of self-kindness. May our bodies learn that they no longer have to brace for what comes next. May our shoulders remember how to soften. May our jaws remember how to relax. May our hearts remember how to open. May our minds discover moments of stillness. And may our nervous systems slowly remember what peace feels like. And for those who have never known deep safety, may they begin borrowing it from the warmth of the morning sun, from the embrace of the earth beneath their feet, from the kindness of a trusted friend, from the rhythm of their own breath, from your loving presence that has never left them. Remind us again and again that we do not walk this path alone. And may every small moment of safety become another thread, weaving a new home within us. A home where love is welcome, where rest is allowed, where joy is safe, where we are finally free to become fully ourselves. And may we leave this moment carrying a little less fear, a little more safety, and a deep knowing that healing is already unfolding within us. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Take a deep breath in and out. Take another deep breath in and exhale, allowing all that you've received to fully anchor, lock, and seal in every level of your being. May your mind become quieter. May your body become softer. May your heart remain open. And may your nervous system discover, one gentle moment at a time, that it is safe to come home. It is safe to come home. It is safe to come home. So until next time, please be gentle with yourself. Your body has been listening all along. Mm. And then to remind you that on July 18th is our next Goddess Clinic. I hope that you're able to join us. It is 10 a.m. Mountain Time. These calls are not recorded. So you just show up, you receive your blessings, and that's it. So come join us, come practice creating more spaces of safety, receiving more experiences of safety so your nervous system can recognize and truly help you embody what it's like to feel safe. From my heart to yours. Until next time, have a wonderful week.